Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're here, you're probably into building yourself up, whether that's muscle, mindset, or overall improvement. Today, we're diving into a topic that can really hold you back if you don't get a handle on it: negative thinking. We all go through it, even the most disciplined and focused among us. But the truth is, if you're constantly beating yourself up, stuck in a negative loop, you're only sabotaging your own progress. Stick around until the end of this video because I'm going to share some real actionable steps and habits that'll help you break out of that cycle and start shifting your mindset for the better. Trust me, you'll want to hear all of it. Let's start with the basics. Why does negative thinking even happen? A lot of it comes from comparison. You see someone bigger, stronger, or more successful than you, and it immediately triggers this inner voice that says, "Why aren't I there yet?" Or maybe you set goals and hit a roadblock, and suddenly that doubt creeps in. "I'll never be good enough," or "this is pointless." It's human, but just because it's natural doesn't mean it's helpful. You can't build a stronger body if your mind is constantly tearing you down. Every repetition, every meal, every day you put in the work is important. And that work includes your mindset. So, how do we break out of this? The first step is catching yourself when the negative thoughts start. When you hear that little voice saying, "I can't," or "I'm not good enough," you need to recognize it. Awareness is key. Most of the time, we don't even realize how much negative self-talk we do because it's automatic. You need to stop letting those thoughts run on autopilot. A simple technique here is using a mental stop command. Every time you catch yourself thinking something negative, literally say, "Stop," to yourself. You can even say it out loud if you need to. It interrupts the pattern and reminds your brain that you're in control. Next, let's flip the script. After you've said, "Stop," to a negative thought, replace it with a more positive, constructive one. Let's say you're struggling to bench more weight, and the thought pops up, "I'll never hit this PR." Right there, hit the brakes and switch it up. "I'm getting stronger every day," or "My progress takes time, and I'm putting in the work." Positive affirmations are crucial because your brain believes what you tell it. If you constantly say you can't, you won't. If you tell yourself you're capable and making progress, you'll start to believe that and push through those barriers. Another technique is focusing on what you can control. A lot of negative thinking comes from stressing about things that are out of your hands. You can't control how fast your body responds to training or how quickly success comes, but you can control the effort you put in. Shift your focus to what you can do today. Can you get in one more repetition? Can you meal prep for the week? Can you cut out one bad habit? When you zone in on what you can control, you'll feel more empowered and less likely to spiral into negativity. Now, a big part of breaking the cycle of negative thinking is setting realistic, achievable goals. I know, you've probably heard this a million times, but it's true. If you're constantly setting goals that are way too big and expecting immediate results, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Start small. If your goal is to build muscle, break it down. Don't focus on gaining 20 pounds of muscle in a year. Focus on hitting the gym 4 or 5 days a week, getting enough protein, and staying consistent. Small wins add up, and they help build momentum. Celebrate them. When you start hitting those smaller goals, you'll feel more confident, and that positive momentum will naturally help quiet the negative thoughts. And here's a pro tip: track your progress. We're all guilty of forgetting how far we've come. Negative thinking often kicks in when we feel like we're stuck or not moving forward fast enough. Keep a journal or log of your workouts, your nutrition, even your mindset. When you look back and see that last month you could only bench 150 and now you're pushing 175, or that you've stayed consistent with your diet for 30 days, it gives you a clear reminder that you are making progress, even when it doesn't feel like it in the moment. This can silence that inner critic that loves to tell you that you're not doing enough. Now, let's talk about the people you surround yourself with. Your environment plays a huge role in your mindset. If you're constantly around negative people who are always complaining or doubting your goals, that negativity is going to rub off on you. Take a hard look at your circle. Are the people around you lifting you up or dragging you down? It doesn't mean you have to cut everyone out of your life, but you do need to limit your exposure to negative influences. Start seeking out people who are on a similar path, people who are focused on growth, discipline, and positivity. When you're surrounded by others who are striving to improve, it becomes easier to adopt that mindset yourself. One last habit that's going to help a lot with negative thinking is practicing gratitude. This might sound kind of soft, but hear me out. When you train yourself to look for things you're grateful for, it's hard to stay in a negative headspace. Gratitude shifts your focus away from what you don't have and puts it on what's already going well. Start small. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as being healthy enough to hit the gym, having food to fuel your body, or even just that feeling you get after a good workout. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel good, it rewires your brain to focus on the positive. Over time, this helps reduce the frequency of those negative thoughts. Lastly, and this is big, you need to be patient with yourself. Breaking the habit of negative thinking isn't going to happen overnight. Just like with building muscle, it takes time, consistency, and effort. You're going to slip up and fall back into negative patterns sometimes, and that's okay. What matters is that you don't stay there. The more you practice these steps, the quicker you'll bounce back. Alright, guys, that's all for today, but before you go, remember, changing your mindset is just like changing your body. It takes dedication, but the results are worth it. Stick with these habits, stay consistent, and you'll see the difference. If you found value in this video, hit that like button, and drop a comment if you've got any questions or tips on how you've beaten negative thinking. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video. There's more to come that will help you level up your mind and body. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.